Dozens of men took to the streets of Kampala to raise awareness about the need to end violence against women. But these weren't your ordinary demonstrators. They were men who chose to literally put themselves in women's shoes to drive the point home.
I can imagine how painful it was for me to walk. So now I imagine carrying 9 months pregnancy and then giving birth.
And as I walked in these high-heeled shoes, I realized it is very difficult. The shoes got torn, the heels were breaking, I almost gave up.
Francis Ongwen is a police officer in the Child and Family Protection Department. He had a difficult time walking in these stilettos.
I had to pick up a boda boda and had to rush here. It is not easy to walk in these shoes of women. I tried today, I have seen it myself. It is hot.
Well, as you can see here in the morning, these are some of the men who were walking across Kampala, dressed in women's clothes here. They are also dressed in the shoes of women. Some of them are also holding baskets like the way our old mothers used to hold them when they're walking. And all this is in solidarity with women who are suffering domestic violence.
In 2013, the Uganda Bureau of Statistics reported that close to 70% of ever married women aged 15 to 49 had experienced some form of violence at the hands of their partners. Mary Lawino is a victim of domestic violence who went through a tough time during the LRA insurgency. She was rescued by the Federation of Women Lawyers, FIDA, and here she narrates her ordeal.
I tried to poison myself because of anger, how my husband was mistreating me and how I passed through. That is why I tried to poison myself before I joined the Ripebe women groups.
Domestic violence is quite rampant in the country. Most cases have been registered in northern Uganda.
Especially the areas that are post-conflict areas. So I'm looking at northern Uganda, Karamoja, but also eastern Uganda as well. These are places that have had a history of violence. They've had a history of conflict.
Some of the issues that have escalated violence against women include increased drinking habits by men, unstable household incomes, and poverty. The government is now hoping to introduce an amendment bill on succession rights for women to increase the stake from 15% to 100% in case their partners pass on.
The Ministry of Gender, Labour and Social Development already has in place 53 billion shillings that is targeting women empowerment.
On July 22, 1985, Uganda ratified the UN Convention on the Elimination of All Forms of Discrimination Against Women. This event, dubbed Walk in a Mile in Her Shoes, may have come across as symbolic, but it will certainly remain engraved in the minds of the men who walked in the high heels for many years to come, regardless of whether new laws are enacted. It was held as part of an international campaign called 16 Days of Activism that advocates for an end to violence against women. The campaign ends tomorrow. Andwari Nitwe, NTV, Kampala.